So here we have just a plain sheet of 8.5 by 11 paper, and this is the sketch that you're going to start out with. First thing to do is you want to figure out where the center is. Fold it across horizontally to create your vertical. Then fold it down to create a horizontal line, dividing in half. And then we're going to divide it diagonally from the upper left to the lower right, and then from the upper right to the lower left. Once you have this all figured out, you're going to end up with 4 quadrants to work from and a center. If you want to, you can imagine putting an object on there. If you put the object right in the center, it's going to seem heavy, so we often push objects just slightly above center. It gives them a sense of buoyancy, lightness. I'm going to go ahead and draw a little border around it, helping me identify the edge so I don't push things smack up against the edge, because when they're against the edge, they seem to feel a little tight, claustrophobic. I'm going to move it out into the center just a little bit more. So these lines, these border lines help me see. I've got about a finger's width of space all the way around. I'm going to go ahead and go over all of my folds so they stand out just a little bit better when I take a photograph of this. I'm going to be able to see where each of the quadrants are later when I work with it digitally. I'm going to lay out where I want to put my main element. I want to show where my Toyota Highlander element's going to be, and then put some text in below that follow along the vertical lines of the right and left side of the photograph. The bottom of the text helps create a line, and in this space between the edge of the text and the bottom, I'm going to create a small abstract shape. In all this area around, I can put a large, sort of low contrast image, and at the top, I'm going to put my title. I've got title, image, text, and all this in the background is just going to be a background shape. So what do I want them to see first? What do I want people to see second? And finally, the third thing I want them to see. Usually it's contrast that makes this stand out. So I'm going to make this place where my car is going to be the highest contrast, and I want to see that now before I go into the digital file. The highest contrast is the first thing they'll see. I'm going to use a bright color at the top. This will be the second thing they see, my title. And then this amount of text down below will be the third thing that they see.